Ay,
Full card is crazy.
It is. One of the best cards I've seen in a while. I'm gonna watch
sure.
the entire thing.
Yeah, from start to finish, my boy Eastside Pitbull Cruz is back.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Anderson, the next great American heavyweight. Let me pull up this full card, man.
I mean, what do you think Terence Crawford gonna do out there, man?
I don't know. It's tough, man. I mean,
He hasn't fought in what, a year?
ain't fought in over a year. Well, close to a year. I don't think it's been a year yet. But when you're moving up in a weight class after inactivity and you're going against arguably one of the best of that weight class, athletic, strong.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's different, man. That weight carry is different than punches. They
Yeah,
carry
definitely.
differently.
Yeah.
So
It hurts differently too, bro. That body ain't gonna be able to take it sometimes. He ain't used to carrying that around.
I think it's definitely going to be one of the better, if he can win, one of the better tests in his career. Just because he started off with 135, people got to remember.
Yeah.
So this is a 20-pound difference at this point, and he's about to be 37 years old.
Mm-hmm. What is that, 154 class? Yeah, so definitely.
We'll see. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Israel Madrimov makes his name, makes his career. This is going to be the biggest opportunity he's probably going to get.
Mm-hmm. It is.
You know what I'm saying? If you can, even if you just give him a tough fight.
No, definitely. Yeah, it'll say a lot.
At this point in Terrence's career, it's not like he's finna be roughing dudes up at 154 for the next 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be into his 40s at that point. So if you can give him a tough fight, he may reconsider the trajectory of his career. Your career may completely take off again.
Agree.
It's gonna be rough. But we got the full card here.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna start off with Andy Cruz, who is a highly revered amateur. Highly revered amateur. I think he was a silver medalist. You know what I'm saying? Fucking niggas up. It's like his third or fourth fight. Then we got David Morrell, another high. I think he'd be Cubans. The Cubans be in amateurs like a month. He'd be like 30 years old making their debut. Got my boy Jared Anderson, man. I don't know if y'all familiar with Jared Anderson, but
talk to me about him.
he is supposedly the next great American heavyweight. We haven't had a heavyweight
Great in a long time.
in a long time. I want to say since maybe Vander Holyfield.
Yeah.
Vander Holyfield, yeah, Mike Tyson.
That era,
maybe
that was probably
that
the last. That was the last era of like.
You can throw Deontay Wilder there, but I wouldn't consider him great. But he was great for the sport. You know what I'm saying?
And for that time being.
For that time being, yeah, he revived the heavyweight division because it was dead for a long time.
Very much so.
Then we got the big one. This one, I think, gonna be the fight of the night, man. If you know anything about Pitbull Cruz, you know he come to fight.
A few times.
You know he come to fight. The only one to ever take Tank 12 rounds. A lot of people think it was a close fight.
Yeah.
Still trying to get that rematch too, so this is a fight to look out for. Then we got Jarrell Miller, Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz is the one that beat Anthony Joshua.
Yep.
Knocked his ass right on down.
I seen that shit.
Now the crazy thing is he hasn't really done much since
at all.
But if you, like I said, if you get that one fight, your career can last for the next however long, even after a fluke. You know what I'm saying? You get one album, it'll last.
It lasts forever.
It'll last forever. So, yeah, this gonna be a great night. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely throwing on a party, man. Have the folks pull up to some wings or some shit. It's gonna be a great event.
I mean, speaking of like, you talk about Tank. Tank's about to fight Lomachenko next, right?
He was. Plans fell through. Lomachenko pulled out the fight. Pulled out the negotiations, yeah.
Ooh.
Put out the negotiations. He said he wasn't motivated to fight right now. He's chilling with his family back home in this country. You know what I'm saying? So now,
do you believe that's the case, or he maybe not have felt that he would have won that fight?
I don't know, man. He's old too. He's older too. And he has
he's like 37 or something like that?
Yeah, right. He might be a little bit younger, maybe 36, but he had a very extensive amateur career. And people got to remember his reputation, man. He came in and said, I will not sign a contract with any promoter and start my my professional career unless I can immediately fight for titles.
Yeah.
And he did that. Second or third fight, he became a champion, which is unheard of. Fought the best of the best throughout his era, dominated. A lot of people thought he beat Devin Haney. It's a close fight.
I think he beat him, but
So, I mean, at this point in his career, he might be looking at Tank on some like, I mean, what has Tank really done? He's not a super accomplished fighter. He's just a big name and a big payday, and it comes with a big risk too. So with the heavy handedness, so
Yeah.
it could be a risk reward thing. I mean, like his career is not really on track for dudes that don't really. I mean, Tank don't really run the division. He's just a popular attraction. But Devin Haney was just had all the belts at 135. Just had all the belts.
He did.
He relinquished them shit. Now the belts scattered all over the place. It's 4 different dudes with belts. So
Tank has a belt on him.
Loma has a belt. Tank has a belt. Shakur has a belt, and a dude named Barichek has a belt at 135. So
Also, speaking of that, you watched Shakur last fight?
yeah, I did.
And what was your thoughts about it? Because, you know, he went off on a rampage. People said it's boring. He ain't really fighting out here. He's not fighting anybody. And, you know, he went off on, like, Mason Cam. You know,
Yeah,
all that.
I mean, enough of Mason Cam too. Them niggas been corny for so enough. I mean, they been doing this shit though. Cam and Mason have been some yappy, corny niggas, but I'll get to that. But y'all watch Shakur fight. Yeah, he cooked the nigga. He beat the shit out of him for 12 rounds easily. And it's the same dude that took Frank Martin life and death. But Frank Martin, I thought he actually lost that fight. It's that same dude. I watched that fight. Artem. He can fight. He's good. Just fought Frank Martin. Went to, I want to say it was a split decision win for Frank Martin. Beat the shit out of Frank Martin. He cooked him. Shut out. Shakur's nice, man. He cannot be touched. He will stand right in front of you and you cannot touch him. He's that good. Start putting his shots together. He could have stopped the dude, but it's not. That's definitely something you got to work on. He's not a finisher by any stretch of the definition. You know what I'm saying? He does not know how to finish his food at all.
What does that fight look like between, you know, him and Tank or him and Devin Haney?
Well, first of all, I think that's a tough fight for all three of them. Number one, Devin is way bigger than both of them dudes.
Yeah.
And quiet as kept, Devin the only one that took a left hand from Ryan Garcia and stayed up and did not get knocked out. The only dude that did not get knocked out, got up 4, 5, 6 times and still finished that fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, but he was getting his ass beat that whole time.
He was, and a lot of people argue that he actually could have won that fight based just because Ryan is just not that good a fighter.
He's not.
He just hits. He can fight, but he's not a boxer, basically. I got Tank losing to Devin Haney actually, and I got Tank losing to Shakur.
Really?
Sorry, man.
Do you have?
Sorry.
Who's winning between Shakur and Haney?
Shakur.
Okay.
Shakur.
You got Tank losing to both of them?
I do, man. I just think Haney is a good fighter, bro. He's a very good boxer. He's a very good boxer, and I think Tank thrives off being smarter than his opponents, and he doesn't fight the elite of the elite.
He's doing the Mayweather career. He's doing the Mayweather career. Because I think this would have been a big one with Lomachenko.
It would have been a great.
That would have been a test of it.
And we would have learned a lot about him too.
Yeah, you would have learned a lot right there. I feel like that would have been his. I felt that would have been his path to fighting everybody else.
I agree. Yeah, that would have been the start of it. You get a dangerous dude when he's a little bit older, now in his prime, and see how you deal with somebody that is elite.
Above most of them, actually. So I mean, I feel like that would have been. I feel like at this point though, you almost have to take one of them now because you didn't get this fight.
I think you got to fight Shakur next.
Yeah,
you got to fight Shakur.
I agree with that.
Yeah, I just think the way Tank fights is just. I mean, if we're being honest, like he's taking advantage of people he's going to beat.
Yeah.
Like when's the last time we seen him in a ring where we're not sure if he's going to win?
Yeah. Like that Frank Martin fight, we just everybody asked why the hell is he in this ring?
Why is he in this ring? He did like, bro. It was just a matter of time. As soon as you
rewatched the fight lately?
I did.
And did you have any second thoughts about that? Because initially it was like, oh, okay, he's starting off well, but we can tell that he's just ending off like that's not shit.
I rewatched it. I want to say earlier this week, and on the rewatch, it looked like Frank was just like he was terrified.
He was nervous.
He was a couple good shots, but Tank was just sitting there getting punched. It wasn't like he was doing a good job. Yeah. That's how Tank fight. He gonna sit there, test your strength out. Had a couple good counters, but for the most part, he's on his back foot the whole time, getting walked down. It's like, bro, you sitting on the ropes.
Yeah, you setting yourself up for failure.
What do you think is gonna happen against one of the biggest punchers at that weight class when you sitting there letting him punch you?
Yeah,
you're gonna sleep.
Only that he's a big puncher, and he's a great counter puncher.
Yeah,
and that's gonna happen. As soon as you let your hand go, he's gonna hit you.
Yeah, Yeah, but I will say this though. I did on the rewatch. I will say, Tank is not just this one punch power puncher like people think he is.
Oh no, he kind of break you down a little bit.
Yeah, he will break you down a little bit, and his timing is
it's
like
perfect.
It's perfect. The accuracy and the timing combined with that power is what makes him like the knockout artist. But he's not a Ryan Garcia. He's not a Deontay Wilder.
Yeah.
One punch dude type shit. So.
But it's like that, you know. You ever play like Fight Night and shit?
Yeah.
Remember, like you throw that one big haymaker and miss, and now your whole
Right,
balance
yeah,
is
exactly,
off.
yeah.
As soon as he hits you, you done.
Right, yeah, you done.
Yeah.
Because even like on the rewatch, if you actually watch the fight he did against Ryan Garcia, nigga took a clean Tank left hand and got up like nothing happened to him.
He did.
Like nothing happened to him.
He did.
So
Ryan Garcia is big too. He's bigger than him too.
he is.
So
He is. Yeah, I think Shakur beats him all, but you never know. At the end of the day, I just want to see him fight. So
yeah, I do. I want to see all of them.
I want to see them get
fight.
pushed to the limit. I already seen what Devin looked like when he get pushed to the limit. He showed me a lot of heart, but he showed me, listen, bro, you don't want no problem with some of these dudes that got that level of athleticism, that youth, and some power on it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get cleaned up.
A few times.
So, but I do think, I'm glad that he had that happen, so he's seen it before.
So now he can train for that part.
Right, so if you do get in there with a Tank, I'm sure he's going to be much better. Now,
He would have to be.
He's going to have to be.
He would have to be.
Same thing with Ryan Garcia though, but his niggas are nuts. I
don't know if he's ever going to box again at this point.
Yeah. So I don't know how Shakur gonna do under pressure with them when them guys start swinging, because I don't even know if he beats Ryan.
I don't think, honestly, he didn't win against Ryan. I don't think he won against Lomachenko either.
Rewatch it.
I'm gonna have to.
It was a great fight. Lomachenko is really good, but he's older.
Yeah,
He's older.
he's 36 years old, man.
But addressing these niggas, man. What's up with your New York boys, man? They've been beefing with everybody since they got this show because they talk.
But I feel like that's, first of all, let's take it back.
Okay.
We know exactly who Cameron is. I mean, Mace has been in beef, but Cameron, we know what Cam does. Cam is just a shit talker. That's what he does. He's been doing it for a living. He's been doing it all his fucking career. You know, from rapping to whatever the fuck, any interview.
They said a lot of problems too now.
Yeah, no. Mace was in a lot of beef too.
Yeah.
But I mean, Mace was, I'm talking about like outside of just rapping. Cameron just talks shit. That's what he fucking does, right?
Back to
I honestly initially, because I didn't watch all of it because I can't stand to listen to them talk.
I can't watch that.
Yeah, I can't stand to listen to them talk all day long, honestly.
Yeah.
So that's just annoying. But I didn't see anything they said. They have this newer sports show, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and they weren't saying much. They were saying, your fights are boring. You ain't not drawing a crowd. Tamed all of this. Cool. I do think Shakur went off the hinge and got tough.
I mean, it's a boxer with a highly expected boxer.
It's not like he was about to take him to the street. Like I was like, all right, like that's what it seemed like he was trying to do. But whatever, that's tweets, that's back and forth. But the whole Jay Prince thing, we already know what Jay Prince. He's all about the threats and all of this. And
yeah, he is.
What I will say is I respect what Cam and they said. Like, yo, we don't. I get you down there. We don't respect that shit. Like, you're not gonna tell us to shut the fuck up and think that we gonna be scared of that shit. I feel like Jay Prince is too old. Maybe his son should have jumped in and said something rather than that. Jay Prince is old. He's been doing this for way too long. Like, I guess, like, I don't know.
I mean, he handled it how he handled it. They both handled it exactly how they
How you
always
expected
handled
it.
it, how they handled it. So, I mean, for them to say, like, you ain't gonna talk to us like that, that's how Jay Prince talks to people when he
No matter
issue,
what,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So that's not gonna change, and that's how Cam and Mace talk when they voicing their opinion. They get disrespectful, they get real, you know what I'm saying?
They do.
Slick at the mouth, so I don't see how they was acting like they couldn't see how Shakur would take offense to what the fuck they were saying. I don't see how they, I mean, but they some arrogant, you know what I'm saying, dudes, so it is what it is. Like, bro, if you talking about nobody want to see your fight, that's how boxers make their money.
Literally.
By people watching their fight.
fight.
So you trying to take food out of my mouth is how they're going to take it.
I got you. I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the biggest fights you talking about. Nobody's going to watch that. Okay. I definitely got a problem with you. Now I'm going to call you a failed rapper and you a fucking rapper turned preacher. Now I got to go there. And I'm going to see you in the street. Because that's how he's from the streets too. All these street dudes, they don't know how to handle conflict.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying?
Not at all. That's why they have, what's it called? Like people that do their and shit all
the
that.
PR, yeah. Because I mean, ain't nobody. It ain't going nowhere. It ain't gonna end well for either. Now you
At all.
threatening talking about boxing with the street shit. Cam and make y'all old too, bro. Now you.
They,
you
I'm
know
about
what I'm
to
saying?
say,
Now
see,
you-
no, but I was thinking about that.
That was like,
what
what do you mean?
way too old? Like when May started saying that shit, like, yo, I've been May, shut the fuck
Yeah,
up, dog.
right,
May, yo, shut the fuck up, dog.
Some of them 3-0 in the streets. If we
Yeah.
go on the history,
Mace, listen, if
do we really want to go to the history with you in the
But
streets?
not even
Like,
that,
knock it
Mace,
off, bro.
you think, regardless if you're in the streets or not, unless you pick up a brick and hit this nigga,
Yeah,
he
bro.
gonna 1, 2, 3, 4 punch you, and you
gonna
have
sleep,
to, you gonna have to get your young niggas out here.
Exactly. Yeah. Now you gotta get a gun.
Yeah,
Like, stop.
now, call 5 on them. You gonna have to
Stop.
call them niggas.
And 5 of you had beef with you. I mean, listen, man.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. That's why they are who they are, and that's
Yeah.
why they do what they do. That's why they had the careers that they had, because they talk a lot, and that's how they make their money. That's
Look,
just the bottom line. So.
That's, I mean, they rap for a living. It's so
They do.
So
They do.
I mean, yeah, I don't. I mean, all of that shit just go over my head. But Cam did say something, right? Which is kind of funny
What do you say?
when he said that, you know, hey, Prince, you want to be involved in everything. Why don't you get involved? You know, you got involved with the Drake and Pusha thing, but you ain't get involved with the Kendrick and Drake thing. That was kind of funny to me. That was funny. Go ahead.
Listen, bro. Listen, Cam. It don't. That's why I don't. Cam, them niggas be annoying, bro. They be doing everything that they be accusing other people of. Bro. If you was so tough in the streets, talking all this street shit, you got dudes for all that. Your man, your right hand man, Jim Jones, been saying you ain't been holding him down for the last 20 years. What are you talking about?
You see Jim Jones with the Rock
Like,
Nation,
what
bro?
are you
Jim
talking
Jones went straight to
about?
Rock Nation, man. Ayo ho,
He
help me out,
been
man.
accused you of not being the real dude that you've been saying for all these
Jim
years.
Jones has been. I've been the muscle the entire time,
What
man.
are you talking
So I'm
about?
tired of fighting
It's
people,
a
man.
whole fiasco for y'all getting up out of that damn park when your mans are trying to hold you down. Like, stop it. Let's stop it, Cam. It's not even history lesson time. But stop talking about other dudes like you don't got this same similarities in your background. Stop it.
That's funny, though.
Am I lying?
No, I said it's funny.
I'm just saying.
It's funny as hell.
New York.
Jones said, I'm tired of fighting 27 niggas for you, dog. Shut the fuck up. You know, it's always that one boy that just, you know, he ain't never had the consequence because you always had his back, and now you got 40 niggas after you. You know what? Fuck you and these niggas, man.
Right.
I'm on y'all side now, nigga. Fuck this nigga up. Man. I'm out here.
I mean, Jay tried to show these niggas, man. He was in the streets. He's like, listen, man, I know y'all don't agree with me now on this brotherhood, loyalty shit. I gotta turn my backs on these niggas.
Yeah, I gotta get out of here, man.
They about to suck me under with this. I'm out of here, man.
Pause, but
Oh,
yeah, that's great.
it's true.
I mean, he said the same thing about Beans.
That's what I'm
He
talking
said,
about.
he said Beans, y'all
That's
not
what I'm
responsible for
talking
you,
about.
dog.
Listen, man, y'all can call it turning your back. At the end of the day, the streets ain't never had no winner.
Ever.
Ain't nobody ever won in the streets.
Hey, man, they always say,
So
the
this
streets,
is-
you dead or in jail.
Facts, man.
Jay said, man, get me the fuck out of here.
Facts. So you want Jay Prince to jump in there? Come on, bro. Knock it off.
But, I mean, it was funny, though, because, I mean, what happened? In my head, I was like, Jay Prince ain't. Them Compton niggas, he Jay Prince don't.
Like,
Leave them niggas alone.
he ain't never dissed nobody from the LA area. But
Yeah,
stop
you know,
it, bro.
them
They got
niggas
too
are
much
nuts.
business out there, bro.
Yeah.
Come on. Anyway.
And them niggas nuts.
Yeah, they are crazy.
Yeah, them niggas go.
Different type.
Them niggas will go to war for anything.
And that whole West Coast area, they would unite rather quickly.
Rather quickly. Listen, that Kendrick Lamar showed me, like, there's a few times that, you know, you've seen the Bloods and the Crips come together, and
Yeah.
them niggas, I don't care how many chains and how good these Blood and Crip niggas look, these niggas murk off for no reason.
And the whole 90s was literally the West versus East, whole shit like, let's knock it off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the West won by a landslide.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately. Unfortunately.
You think so?
Anybody that went to the West Coast is getting in the blender still to this day. They protect their home.
They do.
They protect home territory.
I mean, that by default. I mean, Pop Smoke died for nothing.
That's what I'm saying. They some nuts. That's it. That's it.
D-Rock died for nothing.
They kill each other too now.
Oh, yeah, they do. R.I.P. Nipsey.
I mean,
You know, for nothing. You just be out here just murking.
that's true.
You know, that's just unfortunate situation.